Right, so I'm going to mute the sound off and we're ready to come into a little bit of a Tai Chi warm-up. If you're not warm already. Super warm tonight. Not that I'm complaining. Never complaining about warmth. Okay, so we're going to come into a wide Wu Chi position first of all. So you're going to take your feet, widen your shoulders, turn your toes out to the diagonal, and then simply just sit down to your hips and press your knees wide. Let's come to our breath. Breathing in and lifting, and out to push forwards. Let the hands drop, let them rise, and push your breath away. Let the breath come high into your chest. Push the knees out wide. And keep that chest nice and high. Now soften through your shoulders. One more time. Hands stay forwards. Now arms bend. Take a hold of your Tai Chi sword. Bring the arms forward. Shoulders pull down. And a little sword dance. Circle. And then lunge. Again in the centre, circle. And then lunge to your left. Use the breath in. And then out. Once more slowly. Now the same move, just a little bit more speed. Circle, lunge, circle, lunge. Stay low into your legs. Feel the movement around the hips. And start to really feel the mobility through your shoulders. Okay, we have a new move coming. We're going to come back to some pulls. So at the left this time, stay. Pull back, push forward, and come through the middle. Pull, push, and slide across. So it's a bow and arrow. You're pulling the arm back, opening the chest, and then slide into the other side. Breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth. Straighten your front leg, and then your back leg. We're going to come back into our sword sequence. Now one more pull on each side. Slide across, pull, open the chest, come through the centre. Now we're going to come back into our sword circles. Both movements together. Circle, lunge, circle, pull back. Slide through, back to your sword. Circle your sword. Now pull, like you're defending. Yeah, got that one wrong. Now you're attacking. Defend, pull. Now really sit into your legs. So you're feeling that warmth around your hips. Now feel the weight shifting from one side all the way back into the other leg. Through the middle, you start to really feel that warm in everything. Mobilising. And your last one, circle and lunge and stay. Walk your feet in. Bring your feet in under your hips. Face this way because I can't turn my head that way. Extend your mountain. Take a nice big lift and dive forwards. Your right leg takes a lunge back. Front knee over your heel and step back to your dog. Tuck in your chin. Roll forward to a plank, knees down or lifted, lower halfway. Inhale to a cobra, chest lifting. Exhale, push back to a down dog. Your right leg lunges forward, chest lifts, back knee down, and lift the arms. Dive forward, lift your back knee. Lift the arms into an extended lunge. Brace your core. Bring your hands down and step forward from the top. Inhale and rise. And left. Exhale and dive forwards. Eye gaze towards your thighs and your left leg. Take a long step back. Push the front knee forward and lift your chest. Step back into your dog. Roll. Tucking the chin. Knees down or lifted. Easing halfway to your crocodile. Now push the ribs forward and squeeze your glutes. Tuck under your toes and pull the hips back. Left leg. Take that long lunge. Drop the back knee and lift the arms. Tip forward. Lift the back knee. Extend your lunge. Strong core. Hands lower. Step forward. Chin tucks in. Rise. Roll it through the spine. Little back bend at the top. Now bend your knees and dive forwards. You can either jump or step back into your plank. Pull the hips back. Tuck in your chin and roll forwards. Toes on knees as you lower into your crocodile. Pull the hips forward and shoulders back. Exhale, push through the hands. Strong shoulders. Bend the knees when you're ready. Right leg coming forward this time. Lengthen your spine, drop the back knee and lift the arms. Tip. Squeeze up your back knee and then step in. And you step there. We'll do an extended intense pose. Push through the heels, come to a back bend. Squeeze your glutes and lift your chest. Dive forward, hips back. Lengthen the back of your neck. Jump or step back, you choose. Brace your core when you land. And then pull your hips back into your dog. Roll forward. Long, strong back. Bend the elbows, brace your arms. Scoop, push the hips forward. Exhale, push back towards your heels. Bend your knees. Left foot lunging forward. Back knee lowers. And lift the arms. Hands come down slowly. Tuck under your toe and lift your back knee. As you breathe in, extend the arms. Lengthen your spine. Hands come down. Step together. Now just stay here. Allow yourself to hang for a second. And the neck lengthen. Hips back and uncurl. Arms rise into an intense pose. So your hips behind your heels. And then tuck under your tailbones, you've got equal balance between the front and the back of your body. And then try and pull your hips just a little bit deeper with your chin tucked in. Now dive forwards, fingers just by your toes. Step back to a down dog. Feet hip distance. Three-legged dog, your front leg lifts. Press into both hands evenly. Now strengthen your shoulders. Feel the front of your hip open. Bring your right leg forward to your front leg. We come to a crouch, both knees bend, and just hover off the ground. Shoulders over your wrists. Eye gaze down. Your front leg lunges forward, and then your back heel to the ground. You're going to breathe in, pull the arms back, and then lift them up. As you exhale, back bend. Now keep driving that front knee forwards, and we extend our warrior one. Strong into that back leg. As you breathe in, turn your hips nice and square to the front. As you breathe out, go for that length. All the way up into your fingertips. Tuck in your chin. Bring your hands down. Step your feet back into your down dog. Pull the hips up. Back leg. lifting. Now as you lift that leg, squeeze your glutes to open your hips. Big breath in, strengthen your shoulders. Bring your leg down slowly. Toe lands, knees, push forward. Hover the knees, flat back, strong core. Now your back leg steps forward. Front heel down to the ground. As you breathe in, lift your chest, squeeze the arms back, open, extend your warrior, reach forwards. And try not to let the back arch, keep drawing the abs in really tightly. Tuck your ears in between your arms and press that front knee right over your heel. Go for one more breath from your heel, all the way up into your fingertips. Hands gently lower, come down towards the ground. Chest to thigh, and then push your chest forward. Step in. As you inhale, lift the arms, and we just ease back into our intense pose. Sink into the hips, and you just sweep the arms back. Clasp your hands. Push your chest forward. Try and lift your eye gaze, and drive your knuckles behind. When you're ready, release the arms. Turn to the front for this one. So we're going to take our feet nice and wide. Belly braced. You're going to turn your right foot to the side and stack your knee over your heel. Pull your left hip back, and you want to align your heels together so your left foot's facing forwards. Breathe in, lift the arms. Breathe out, sink into your hips and relax into your shoulders. Now your first option is to lift the heel, but you must push the knee forward so you're back into that 90 degrees. Bring the shoulders above the hips. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, extend your warrior. Elbow to your thigh, and bring that top arm over, just by your ear. Try and roll the shoulder back. Turn your eye gaze. Now keep the heel lifted if you can. Shoulders come back above the hips. Breathing in. Arms come to 90 degrees. Reaching up and pushing to the back. Pushing the knee forward. And then release. Bring it back into the centre. Right foot forward, left to the side. Drive the knee forward. Heels aligned. Knee pushing out to the little toe. Square the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out, pull the shoulder blades down and strengthen all the way through your arms. Slide. Find that length. Elbow to thigh and your arm reaching over. Option to lift the heel. Option this time to take your hand lower. Press into the edge of your right foot. So you pull through your inner thigh and you reach all the way up the arm. Maybe rolling your shoulder back. Heel down or lifted, we rise. Shoulders just back above the hips. 3 directional pull. Left arm up. Right arm pushing back. And your hips pulling down. And the over toes. Come into the centre. Stay wide with your feet. Press your knees out, toes out to the diagonal. Hands in your hips. If you can, lift both heels for a little bit of extra stability work. Heels down or lifted. Elbow to right thigh and left arm reaching over. Windmill the arms. If you need the heels to come down, just rest them on the ground. Rise into the centre. Come up tall. Bring your feet together. In intense pose. Belly braced. Sweep the arms up. Right leg lifts. And then we extend it towards the back of the room. Warrior 3. Chest pushing forwards. Abs bracing. Step in. Sink the hips. Lift. And tip. Raise your core. Lengthen your spine. Step in. Intense pose. You're going to sink the hips, way back and down. Breathe in, breathe out and drop. Into the chest, breathe out, sit into the hips. Hold it there. Don't know if my camera's just starting to steam up a little. It's getting a bit warm down here. Just give it a rub. It's not on that side, it's on that side. There we go. I was suddenly starting to look a little bit blur. You can see the mirror steaming up as well. So for our balance, I'm just going to remove my mat because I've got two and it makes it even harder. So we're going to place our feet underneath our hips and set ourselves up for eagle pose. Your right foot over your left and bend your knees. Lift your left arm and take your right arm underneath. Now from here you can allow your right foot to lift off the ground. You're going to push your fingertips up to the ceiling and then round your spine and tip forwards. Push your fingers forward, draw the belly in and nod your chin in. We rise into tree pose. Toe to ground, foot above knee or above your knee. Inhale and arms come to a wide V. Lift the chest up. Now push your left leg into your foot. Bring your hands together and then bring your thumbs down to your heart center. As you breathe in, breath high up into the chest, and as you breathe out, pull your shoulder blades down. I've got a low ceiling, it comes in handy. You're going to take your left arm out to the side. Now your right hand can take the back of your thigh. You can take a hold of your ankle and start to extend the leg. Or you can simply just hold your thigh and lengthen through the thigh. Breathe in, open the chest and strengthen your left arm. We step down. Pick up your left foot with your left hand. Then you swap your foot into your right hand. Keep your hips square. Relax your right knee. And as you breathe in, keep your shoulders square to the front so you've not allowed your shoulders to twist. So you want to constantly push your heart forwards. Relax through the shoulder. Dive forwards. Now push your foot back into your hand. Kick the foot back. Come deeper into your standing leg. Dive forwards and try and push your toes up towards the ceiling. Now brace the belly. Keep lengthening through the back of your body. So you're pushing your toes back and your chest forwards. Step in without falling over. Falling angel, you're going to lift your arms to a wide V. And then ease back into a bend. Now squeeze your glutes and lift your heart. Keep pressing through the balls of your feet and pulling up through your heels. Gently release. Let's try again on the other side. So we start with our twisted angel. No, it's not an eagle, not an angel. Not much difference. They're both flying. Wrap your left around your right. You can always try and tuck your toes behind your standing leg. Your right arm comes forward. Thread the left arm under. Press the back of the hands together. Breathe in, let the elbows lift, so you're pushing your fingers up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, tucking your chin and keep pushing your fingers forward. You're going to feel your shoulder blades spreading apart. Keep squeezing your thighs together so you're strong and grounded through your legs. Unravel. Tree pose. Again, above your ankle. Never put your foot onto your knee joint. So again, above or below. Pull the knee back. Push the standing leg in towards your foot. That helps to stabilise your hips. Then breathe up the arms. Wide V. Lift the chest. Bring your hands together and then pull your thumbs down. And as you're pulling your thumbs down, pull your shoulder blades down at the same time. As you breathe in, lift your heart up towards your thumbs. Strengthen that standing leg. Right arm comes out to the side. Strengthening from your shoulder. Roll the shoulder back. And then take a hold of your left thigh with so much more style than I've just done. You can maybe try your peace fingers around your big toe. Pushing away through your foot. Lifting up through your chest. Steady your eye gaze. And bring it down. Twisted flower. So pick our right foot up with our right hand. Bring your knees together and take your foot into your left hand. Square the shoulders first. Breathe in and tip forwards. Now try to let your left shoulder drop back. Pull that left shoulder forward so you're really level here. And then go for your dive. Relax your standing knee. Belly lifts. Full breath in up to the chest. Now squeeze your glutes, press your toes up towards the ceiling. Feel a strong connection to the back of your body. And then see if you can take your hand back this time and clasp the hold of your foot. And then dive further forwards. Falling angel, without falling, step in. Breathe up the arms, lift the heels, fall, back. Keep opening up the front of your body and pull those shoulder blades down into your ribs. Bring it all down gently. Definitely standing up down here. So we're going to come into some hip opening work next. We're going to work our way down to round. Into a Hindi squat, first of all. So your feet just outside the hips. Lower the hips towards your heels. Now if your heels lift, don't go as deep. Or take your feet a little wider and try and encourage the hips down. Press your elbows to your knees. As you breathe in, lift your chest up towards your thumbs. Shoulders pull down. Just a little turn of your head, looking over your right shoulder. Keep pressing the knees out wide. Come back to the centre. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, turn the head. That hurts that way. And release. Release your hands. Come back onto your bottom. Take your legs. Take both of them wide. Seated stick. Roll your thighs back. Knees and toes towards the ceiling. And bring your hands forward. Steady your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your right arm back for your twist. Gently turn your eye gaze back down the arm. And as you breathe in, lift your ribs right up off your hips. Come back to the centre and change sides. Chest forward, open the arm and across the front of your shoulder. And go for that length. Turn the head. Let your breath just roll across your chest. Exhale and bring your arm down. Bend your knees and take your feet behind. Front pose. Not everybody's favourite, I know, but we're here now. Your knees wide, your elbows under your shoulders. Your heels in line with your knees. And we twist your right hand under your shoulder and push your hand into the floor. Breathe into the chest. And as you breathe out, let your knees go wide and sink into your hips. Come back to the middle. Elbow in the shoulder. Left hand under your shoulder. Push the left hand into the floor and feel how that twists your shoulders. Now can you pull your hips slightly back towards your heels? So you find that extra little bit of stretch. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let it go. Bring your elbows back in under your shoulders. The heartbeat's getting up. Hands come under your shoulders. We're going to come down into a lying position. So from here, we're going to come into a half bow, below the hips. You can just take a hold of one foot for a half bow, or if you've got that flexibility, take a hold of both feet. Kick your feet back into your hands. Make allow your head to just gently rise away from the floor. A little squeeze of your glutes to press your toes up towards the ceiling. chest lift. Now as you breathe out, you can lower your knees and bring your hands in into your ribs. Modified half lotus. Work your way up, back into seated. And as we come into seated position, your left foot tucks in first. Flex this foot. Choose a position for your right foot to sit. And you're aiming to get your knees level so you can push your right knee down. Hips are anchored. Breathe in, lift your ribs. Now as you breathe out, you're going to lift the arms. Bend your left arm and let your right hand come onto your elbow. Gently pressing your hand down towards your spine. And as you breathe in, lift your head and your eye gaze. As you breathe out, pull your arm towards your ear. Think about the knees, just let them sink down towards the floor. So get a nice stretch through the hips at the same time. Now your option to stay here or take your right hand behind. Try and lace your fingertips together. And then again, lift your chest up. As you breathe out next time, you're going to gently start to dive forwards. Just that point, we've got a little more stretch through that right hip. If you need less, you can release your hands and just rest them on the ground. But if you want more, big breath in. Use the out breath. Draw the belly to the back and just let your body gently roll forward. Try and get a weight back into your sit bones. One more breath up into your chest. Let your breath go. And let's try the other side. So swap your arms, swap your legs. Your right foot gets the tuck in this time. Flex the foot. Choose that position for your left foot. Press the knee towards the ground, so you're aiming to get your knees level. And again, if you need to move that foot to do so, just adjust your foot position. Breathe in, lift both arms. Right elbow bends. Take the right elbow this time. Breathe in, lift the ribs. Use the out breath, pull the arm towards your ear. Settle into your shoulders. Breathe into your nose. Breathe out, see where you can soften. And see if you can still press your left knee towards your right foot. Can you take your left hand behind? Try and lace your fingers together. If you can't, just keep your hand resting on your elbow. Take the breath again, high up into the chest. Find more length in your spine. Ready to roll forwards. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, tip. Press the knees down. Belly towards the back. And again, if you need less, you can just simply bring your hands here and encourage your body weight forwards. Feel like lengthening now, weight down towards the ground. Your heart sinking down towards your shins. We're going to from here come back to our bow. So restack your spine when you're ready. And let's come back to our bow pose. So if you could only lift one leg the last time, you're going to lift the other leg this time. If you could lift both feet last time, then you're going to lift both feet again. So take hold of the top of the feet. Soften through the shoulders. Start to squeeze the bottom, lifting the front of your thighs off the ground. When you feel ready, let your breath come up into your chest. Let the forehead lift. And with the out breath, try and rock back onto your hips. Try not to let the knees go too wide, almost bring the knees back in line with your hips. Whenever you've had enough, you can rest your forehead. You can lower the legs a little. But if you can, take one more breath in. So you can let your body rise a little higher. Out breath, strengthen through the back of your shoulders. And release. All the way down. Hands come under your shoulders. We're going to come into our core next. We're going to start with a hover. I'm going to turn this way to find the hard to look at the screen with my neck that side. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Knees take distance apart. And then you're lifting onto your knees. Your option straight away is to go up onto your toes, but you want to make sure you've got a long, neutral spine. Weight forwards. We're going to walk on our hands. We'll walk up, up, down, down. Lead with alternate hands. Make sure the hand comes all the way under the shoulder and the elbow right back under your shoulder. Stay at the bottom. Your legs tap out and in. Now we start to focus on hip stability. Bracing the abs to keep the hips still. Ears and shoulders in line. And then we're going to bring those both movements together. Walk up, up, up. Tap the feet at the bottom. One on each side. Walk up with your left hand this time. Up, up. Tap the feet. 2 more little combos. Keep lengthening your spine. So try not to allow the upper back to round or the lower back to arch. This is your last one. Stop. Roll down. Roll onto your back. So as you come onto your back, your feet hip distance. We're going to crunch and reach. Now your hand comes across your body, so it's almost lining up with your opposite shoulder. Chin tucked in. Now you can use your opposite elbow to help you push up. So as you lift your right hand, push your left elbow up into the ground. So we have some leg movements next. Last one, bring knees above hips, toe taps. Tap, 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 tap. All leg extensions. You can choose knees or toes. We're going to bring the movements together. Feet down, 4 crunches. Now we cross crawl. 4, 3, 2, crunch. Keep that chin tucked in. If it's too much on the neck, you can just rest your head and go with that crunch. You can keep the head down and just work with the legs. 4, 3, 2. If you're lifting the head, start to turn into your chest. Let your elbow touch your inner thigh. 4, 3, 2. One more set of crunches here. Hold and hugging your knees. Release. Right, still some more work to do for our core, but this time we're going to focus on our backs. So we're going to roll over when you're ready. Our hands come under the shoulders. And the knees, I'm trying to work out where it's easiest to turn my head. Knees under your hips, tuck under your toes. Draw the belly to the back. Push in to a down dog, lift the hips. Your front leg, the one nearest to your screen, lifts for a 3-legged dog, and then strengthen your back leg. Bend your top foot. Your weight shifts forward. Shoulders over the wrists. Option to lower this bottom knee. We're going to bend the elbows and try and lower slowly towards the ground. And then extend your legs. Swimming legs. Quite hard rolling down from that position. Elbows in. As you breathe in, lift the front of your ribs up away from your hips. Now make the legs really strong. Stop. Feet down. Toes tuck. Push back. Strong shoulders. So your weight even in both hands. As you breathe in, broaden across your chest. Now it's your back leg. Your back leg lifts. Bend your knee. So your toes point to the ceiling. Our weight comes forward. Bend your elbows, lower, all the way down if you can, or drop this knee, and then come all the way down. Extend your legs and swim. It's not easy getting down, is it? You just have to keep getting back up. Now let's go for speed with the legs. Keep squeezing the front of your thighs. As you breathe in, lift through your chest. Pull those shoulder blades down. And stop. Push up. turn to the front. Right elbow under your shoulder, or your bottom elbow under your shoulder, depends which way you're facing. Knee bent, now lift the hip, and lift your top leg. We're going to breathe in and take a side bend. Trying to keep the trunk of your body still. So you can touch the ground. Squeeze your thigh on this top leg, make it longer. Bring it down. Turn to the other side. So roll onto both elbows and then turn to the opposite side. Elbow under your shoulder. Squeeze your glutes and lift the hips. And then lift your top leg. Let's go with that reach. Breathing in. As you breathe out, relax with the shoulder. Now push away from your toes. And then reach across into your fingers. Bring your arm up. And lower your leg down. And then ease down. From here, turn over and come into child's pose. Elbows squeeze in. Push through the heels of your hands. And pull your hips back. Tuck under with your tailbone. Just allow yourself to sink down. We're going to come in a little release now for our spines. A little bit of twisting. And you start with a lunge. So hands under your shoulders. It doesn't. Right leg, again your front leg nearest to me. Steps forward between your hands. You're going to push your chest forward. Now your back hand stays on the floor. You're going to walk this front foot out to the diagonal. Hand onto your knee and gently push the knee forward so you're on the edge of your front foot. Now as you breathe in, turn into your chest. Lift your ribs and then just drop into your hips. And just don't be afraid to adjust yourself till you find that deepest part of your stretch. And then you can lift the arm. Push the arms away. Gentle turn of your eye gaze, looking down that back arm. And keep letting that front knee just drop away from your body so you've got lots of space between your chest and your thigh. Bring your hand down. Change legs, so your opposite leg, your back leg comes forward. Steps between your hands, push your chest forward. Keep this front hand grounded. Walk your left foot out to your back foot, sorry. Then you're going to roll, gently pushing the knee away. It's almost as though your foot's facing inwards. And then you rotate your chest towards your thigh. Press down into your supporting hand. And now breathe up your arm. As you breathe out, find that little turn. Gently glancing back down your arm. And just allowing your hips to become a little heavier. And then you're going to bring both hands back into the centre. Turn to the front. And take your feet out wide. All your toes pointing forwards. Your left hand directly between your heart centre. Right hand levels your hips. And then when you're ready, breathe in. Lift that back arm. Don't let your hips slide to the left, the right. Push your weight even in both feet. And you're going to feel the rotation comes through your upper back and through your neck. Change sides, bring the hand down, under the heart centre, left hand level your hips, and keep your weight even in both feet. And when you're ready, breathe and turn. You're going to try and stack your shoulders. I've just realised why I'm steaming up, it's because I've sellotaped all the doors shut to stop all the dust coming in. There's no air coming in. And because I'm working really hard as well, obviously. Bring your hands down. And then from here, just take a fold. You can lower down with your forearms. You're going to keep drawing your belly up towards your back. And just allow the crown of your head to hang. When you're ready, Just unroll through your spine. We're going to come down into seated. So coming back down onto your bottom. Feet hip distance apart. Hold onto your knees and gently roll down. Take the arms out wide and just let your shoulders mount. Bring both knees up above your hips. Roll them to the front. And try and make sure your back shoulder stays down towards the floor. Now see if you can push your top knee forward so your knees stack. If the back shoulder's lifted, then work on easing it back down gently. We're going to straighten our top leg if we can. Breathe in, just reach your foot forward. And you can even breathe out and turn your head and just glance down your back arm. So the breath flowing through your nose and then out through your mouth. Again, a slow breath in and let it go. Bend your top knee. Now we're going to lift our top knee. When it comes in line with your hip in the centre, start to allow that front knee to lift. Your back knee lowers and then your top knee gently closes down. We'll come back again. With the in-breath, the knee lifts. Back knee lifts. And the out-breath, you close down to the front. Chin stays tucked in, shoulders stay grounded. Let the breath lift that top leg. Nice and slowly. Almost like a gentle massage through your lower back. Knees close to the back, and we stay at the back this time. Push that top hip forward so the knees stack. Try and ease your front shoulder down. Let your breath just flow. Just soften to your neck. Relaxing through your shoulders. The top leg extends. Again, you can take your foot just down towards the floor, or you can take the stretch deeper by using that underneath hand and gently drawing the leg upwards. Maybe turn your head and a little glance down your front arm. We bend our top knee very slowly. So your knees come back on top of each other. Start with your top knee. As you breathe in, your top knee lifts. Back knee starts to lift. Front knee rests. And then your top knee closes. With the breath again. Inhale, lift. Keeping lots of control through that movement. Almost feeling like that massages and rolls through your lower back. Both knees come to the front. So your front knee down and then your back knee down. And the shoulders just relax. So we're going to bring some focus back into our hamstrings. We're going to revisit our Tai Chi warm-up. So in your own time, when you're ready, we're going to turn onto our hands and our knees. Bring your knees in underneath your hips. Lift your knees. Your front leg, nearest to me, steps forward. It's not too wide, it's about 1 metre apart, and then you're going to press your back heel towards the floor. If you need to bend that front knee, but when you can, start to straighten that front leg. So we start to get the stretch into the hamstrings. Square your hips. And as you breathe in, try and push your rib cage forwards. Nice deep stretch. Now we're going to come into a split pose. So our weight comes forward into our front leg. Knees come together. Now you can stay here or gently tipping forward, reaching your toes towards the ceiling. One more breath in. And then breathe out, stepping down. Come back into your forward fold. Now your front leg steps back. Feet start a metre apart. And let that back heel sink down to the ground. And start to work on straightening your leg. Square the hips. You will feel your hips almost want to twist. So you're going to push that tailbone directly to the back. And as you're breathing, you bring your chest forward. Back knee comes in. Knees come together. Take a nice big breath in. When you're ready, big out breath. Push your toes back and then up. Bring your chest towards your thigh. Try not to let the hips rotate to the front. Try and keep them square towards the ground. Stretches so much more. Step your feet in. Hanging your folds. It's pretty tough, is that one? Still feel the thighs stretched. Now from here, we're going to step our front foot back. Turn to the front. So give your chin and rise. Take your sword. Come back into your sword dance. Inhale, stay low in your legs. Exhale, your weight shifts. Pull back. Open the chest. Push forward through the centre. Hold. I've got to move my legs and I'll hold last time. Your sword. Inhale. Exhale. Pull back. Bend your right knee. And then let your weight shift forwards. Come through the centre. Weight into your left leg. Through the middle. Lunge. Circle. And lunge. Bring your weight down into the centre. Bend your knees. One last release for our hamstrings. So come down to the floor. Nice and gentle to finish with, for a bit of relaxation. My dog might have dug through the door by then, I'm still here. So you're going to pull your right foot back. Give your left buttock a little tuck back, so you're in a neutral spine, and just fold your hands forward. You can take the hold of the bottom of your foot, or just allow your hands to rest on your shin. Now just be really kind to yourself. Let go of any tension wherever you can. So it might mean softening through your neck, relaxing through your shoulders, breathing into your nose. And as you exhale, see if you can allow your chest to sink a little deeper towards your thigh. We gently rise. We're going to keep our right hand across to our left ankle. And you're going to gently turn to the side. It's probably coming closer to the ankle actually, because you need to have your shoulders above your hips and then twist. Like that teaching. And then come back into the middle. Change legs. So let the right leg come out, let the right foot tuck in. Maybe give a sit bone tuck back. Breathe in, forward. Go wherever you need to go. And again, find that softness through your neck, through your shoulders. Breathe into your nose. Exhale and sink down towards your thigh. One more breath. Let your breath physically roll up your spine. And let it go down. We restack our spine. The shoulders come above the hips. Your left hand stays to the outside of your knee or your calf. And your left arm gently easing back. Trying to glance back over your shoulder. And as you breathe in, coming up through the crown of your head. Release, coming back into the centre. Roll onto your back, nice and gently. Easing down, hugging the knees. Soften your shoulders. Let your knees come wider. Take a little rock from side to side. You can take this to a happy baby. Turn the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Taking the insides or the outsides of your feet. Allow your knees to just edge down towards your ribs. Again, soften your neck. Relax your shoulders. Release your feet. Place your hands outside your knees and gently press them together. And ease your feet down towards the ground. So we're going to come into a few minutes just relaxation, just to acknowledge all of our hard work. So you might like to stay here with your knees bent, just letting your knees fall in towards each other. Take your arms away from your body, your palms facing upwards. It might be nice just to extend your legs out long. So whatever feels right for your body right now. And just allow your body to accept where you are. Settle into your space. Acknowledge your surroundings. As you allow your eyes to softly close, bring your focus into your breath. Take a deep breath in, and then just let your breath go. Allow each in-breath to fill you up. And let each breath hollow you. Breathe in this time, filling your lungs. And as you let it go, let your chest just soften down towards the floor. Take a deeper breath into your hips. As you let it go, feel how heavy your hips become. Allow them to melt into the floor. Take your breath even deeper now. All the way down into your legs, into your feet, and let it go. Relaxing your toes this time, allowing your feet to fall naturally apart. Soften your knees, relax to your calves. Feel how heavy your legs have become. Breathe into your chest again now. And this time as you let your breath go, release your shoulders. Release your arms. And relax your fingers. With each out breath now, just allow yourself to become heavier on the floor. And finally bring the breath into your face. And let it go. Let it soften your brows, your cheeks, Let it soften your tongue. And let your head become even heavier. And if your mind starts to wander, just accept it. Acknowledge your thoughts. And bring it back to your breath. And once again, if you start to drift off, just be at peace with that. Just bring your mind slowly and surely back to your breathing, back to the music. Keep coming back to your breath. And let your breath rise and fall with the music. Slowly start to come back into your body. It might feel good just to move your fingers and then your toes just a little. And whenever you feel ready, moving your head gently from side to side. Whenever you feel ready, you might like to bring your knees up towards your chest. And you can slowly make your way up into seated. And as you're ready, just take one more breath in. As you breathe out, relax through your shoulders and allow your eyes to open as you come gently back into your day. And ladies, when you're ready, lift your hands. That'll work. I love that release. Yeah, you should call it a release.